Hello, folks. Right, I'm at the local woods. Turn me out, lad. Quite hot at the moment in the UK, but in the woods is all right. Anyway, so yeah, quick update. I managed to get down to Portland Bill, where the stone comes from, off of the south coast of England, Dorset, and had a great time. So please excuse the traffic noise. I'm not going to lie. I'm certainly not in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, watch on, and I'll show you a few highlights now. The campsite I went to was absolutely great. It's called Sweet Hill Farm, fantastic staff, great site, but summertime it is starting to get busy, so I didn't actually manage to record that much in the campsite itself. And sometimes I do wonder why people want to park so close when there's certainly a lot of space elsewhere. But hey ho, there was actually someone parking about 6 feet of me either side come the end. But hey ho, perhaps I'm just antisocial. But anyway, enjoy a few sights and sounds of Portland down in Dorset. Right, what I'm going to do today is got that track, turn left around the lighthouses and pick one of these tracks up from the bottom road, I would call it. Yeah, I've been up there before. I think there's a lookout down there as well, so I'll check that out. And I think tomorrow I'll go up there and turn right and head down towards the town. I think it's a population of about 14,000 on this island. And so I've seen it from Durdle Door, all lit up in the dusk, and that's a bit juicy, so I just fancied it. Last night the great sea fog came in, it was quite windy, so yeah, that was nice, that was nice. Anyway, I'll just show you where the lie of the land is. Just up through there is the gate straight into, I'm in the far field. Very few in there actually, so couldn't really get the remoteness that I'm intended to go for. But yeah, there's Camp Berlingo up there. And there's another sort of path in the back of there. And I think it's equestrian farm as well, working farm as well. And there we go. Anyway, without further ado, let's crack on. The old guy decided to climb up that slab of stone there, look. Very much a case of fuck about and find out. Coast Guard to the rescue. Gets your old mate. You're too bloody old for it, buddy. Anyway, you got to I come to these places, but I know my limitations. Anyway, I think there's a bloke down there. I think he's a photographer. Seems to have a lot to say, so I shan't be going down there. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick clear out my off-grid messaging stuff, and we'll take it from there, guys. Right, so folks, there's the lighthouse in all its glory. Some refreshments over there, if that's your thing. Anyway, there's the little fishing huts and things there. So I'm going to have a look at that in a minute. Helicopter out over there. That would be the coast I would be walking when I walk up from Durdle Door. So those cottages, remote cottages, would be over there somewhere. Can't make them out. It's a helicopter up as well. Can't make out the Durdle Door, but maybe with the right binoculars, telescope, I could. It's visible. But yeah, interesting coastline. It's a quick glimpse of that obelisk. I think there's a warship out at sea over there as well. Frigate or something, I don't know. So, right, I'm going to carry on my bit of walking. Quite enjoyable, actually. It's all right. But I was just talking to a few people then. They saw those people climbing up. Some more people climbed up. There's a photographer and a drone, I think. He's getting people, charging people pictures when they climb up that slab of stone. They didn't think it was a particularly good idea either. So, hey ho. Hey ho. All right, let's crack on. Okay, getting away from it a bit now, so feeling a little bit less stressed. Don't know why I get stressed, but I do. In and around a lot of people, just the way I roll. Instinct more than anything, I guess. Going back to my basic hunter-gatherer roots. Anyway, just walked through the bloody bead out. Just walked through the, I suppose you call it fishing huts. Some are very good condition, some are new, and some are virtually falling down. But I'd love to have a little bolt hole like that. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, be nice that. Lovely little bit of space. Overlooking the sea. Brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to toddle on round and see where I end up. Right, what a lovely little building. That ever lovely. Very securely bolted up there, but what a cracking little place that'd be. What a lovely little place. Little shit house outside for whatever. Little externish kitchen. That's all I'd want out of life. Look at that. Isn't that a lovely little solid building? It's like fantastic. I wonder how old it is. Anyway, good progress. I could look that, can't make out what sort of a ship it is, but I could look it up on the app. I can't be bothered, to be honest, so I won't. Anyway, I think that's the other campsite I was looking at. Yes, it is. It is, I think. So, yeah, looks like there's nobody there at all. Oh, yeah, there's a couple of people there. I'll check that out for next time. And, yeah, I'll see how far I want to go, and then I need to cross over to the other side and pick up the tracks, the campsite I'm on after that. So, we'll see how it goes, really, but there's nothing strenuous about any of this for me, to be honest. Over there, different matter. That is strenuous hill walking, but I say I'm still trying to get back into it. But it's picturesque, and there's some good features in the old industrial workings and stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself, especially now I'm out of the crowds. Right, ran that through me for today. Path, I think, goes down there and up there. Don't fancy doing that solo. Could easily end up in the drink, huh, especially with my old bones. So that'll do. So what I'm going to do, I could go on the road, but I don't want to go on the road. I think I'll go back the way I came and pick up one of the paths that fork off. And then there's a shortcut then, I think, up to the campsite. I'll look that up on Google Maps, pinpoint that, and get back for some grub. So there we go. Looking at the old fence there, looks like a place they didn't want you to go inside. But it's all gone by the by now. It's as porous as, well, I would say a tea bag was even more porous than that. Anyway, so there's something going on out there. There's some blokes out there doing some work. So they're doing something with it. Nice solid buildings, nice to see. So I have to look at what it used to be. But yeah, something to do with military or prison or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, it does remind me, if this was a grey day, something like one of the locations for the old Doctor Who in the early 70s, John Pertwee or something, where they had units and all that type of stuff. They used to do a lot of Doctor Who stuff in this country through lack of budget, I would imagine. Or a bit of Blake 70 about it as well. Imagine that. It's quite a bit of an image of dystopia, I would imagine, on a grey and wet day. Anyway, it's not grey and wet today. I've actually had to slap on a bit of sun cream. I caught a little bit of sun yesterday. It was really cloudy when I went out, and it became clear sky shortly afterwards. So I got done over by my own overconfidence there. But I slapped it on this time. I did have a hat on yesterday, so that stopped burn to the head. Thought I'd put a bit on the old earwigs as well. So bit of sun creamage, and I'm good to go, hopefully. But so yeah, I'd be surprised actually when you get the wind blowing. It doesn't really feel like anything's happening, but sometimes that can make it worse. Anyway, let's plod on. Okay, so I asked a lady, it was running or semi-running, there's anything worth looking at? She said, yeah, go around the outside of this sort of circular house, white house, and follow the coastal path, and you get sort of right on the cliffs. It's hopefully not too dangerous, and I end up in the drink. But hey ho. Anyway, so that's going to be Weymouth over there. That's going to be the Chesil Beach, I think the pronunciation is. And there's the harbour thing out there as well, and the sort of town proper, I guess you would call it, of Portland, and looks like a radar installation up on the top of the hill there. So I reckon that's where I'm going to head. We're just slightly off the coastal path. It's like a, don't know if it's an intentional shelter of some description. It's full of rubbish, and no doubt, I don't know, you know, don't have to elaborate, do I? But yeah, cracking little sort of quarry alcove. Looks like there's a path up there, but being on my own, and I haven't taken my painkillers today either yet, so feeling it a little bit in the joints. But it looks like a nice little lookout up there. Another time, another day maybe, and yeah, I like it. You can sort of still see the drill markings and stuff like that in the stone, and nature's reclaiming it bit by bit. Evidence of some military places as well, gun posts and things like that. And yeah, it's nice, very nice. Being a weekday as well, not too many people around. Indeed, it's some sculpture. I thought that was an ass cheek from the distance, but it's not, unfortunately. This looks good though. Look at this one. Now this looks like the same type of sculptures I found on the coast path, the upper coast path at Durdle Door, actually. Wonder if it's the same bloke. Okay, the Roy Dog. An old Portland tale which used to live at Cave Hole at Portland Bill. People say he has one red eye and one green eye, and known to hunt smugglers and fishermen that passed his cave. If you look closely, you can see the eyes of the victims weaved into his fur. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Let's go and have a look at the altar of doom in the middle there, and see where this is on the map actually, and start sort of planning a route back. Well, I just had to take a little diversion. There's a church over there. I'll have to look that one up. There's your working quarry down there as well. So still being harvested, if you call it that. Quarried here on Portland. So yeah, there we are. There we are. Anyway, I think it is time now to get me head down and get back to base. Oh no, sidetrack once again, because I saw a telegraph pole. So it's looking at electrics, not that old. Plastic conduit there. There's a sensor on the door there. Big robust door there. I thought it's probably an explosive store for the quarry at some point. Yeah, no windows, so I reckon that was probably an explosive store. Phone line, probably for an alarm, something like that. So yeah, probably some of the things that I thought were World War II are actually quarry buildings, but there's definitely wartime stuff here. But probably some of the collapsed stuff I saw, that's probably ex so outposts or control rooms or whatever, storage facilities for quarry that's no longer there or no longer in use. So I reckon that's one and the same.